Okay, so we are in a good rhythm now. We're gonna build a couple of tasks now together. Let's discover that with Taskmaster's subtasks to see which ones can go in one go. So we can create the add feature. We can implement the details, which is kind of the drawer that goes from the left to right. And we can also implement the data with the state management. Maybe we can just do the 6 and 7 together because it has some apparent usual UI visual change, and we can discover that easily, and then we can go to the state management later. What's the state management? Basically, it is something that we have prompted initially to use Zustand or context API. Maybe we can also go in and change the task to implement Zustand, not context API. And I will explain what's Zustand when we get to that particular lecture. So we are right now at 20% of the progress. What I'm going to do now is go to the IDE here, and the tasks that we want to implement are now 6 and 7 in one go. So can you now implement task 6 and 7? And since I believe the context is latest, Claude Code will remember to update the tasks, and it will remember that it has to pick it from Taskmaster. So as you can see that in my actual question, I didn't mention anything about Taskmaster, and yet it is picking Taskmaster in the right way. So this is going in a very, very good direction. And one thing I haven't seen Taskmaster doing is creating these individual tasks with the TXT format, and also it didn't create so many subtasks, which is unusual. I could explicitly ask Taskmaster to create these subtasks, but I would like to kind of like let Claude Code and Taskmaster go in the rhythm that they are okay with that. So it's again going on. I will stop the recording and resume in just a minute. All right, so now it is apparently finished the tasks. Let's quickly check what is done and what is going to be done next. So this is inside the div container. And we have Taskmaster running here. This is saying 28%, and 6 and 7 are done. Let's quickly run this. Okay. It's gonna run in 3001 again. Alrighty, so what we're looking at is this new button added here. And also if I click, there is a nice drawer showing up here. It doesn't have like a nice animation, which could be one small addition that we can add. And I really like the way that it already took um, the initiation on like the creative initiative to put this UX of tabs in here, because I was wondering how does it work. So these are different sections of our current workflow that will definitely come very handy when it comes to implementing these subsections, because then all the calls will be shown here, all the emails will be shown here, and evaluations of the LLM on how it evaluated to qualify or disqualify it, and then I can take some comments, and then those are all taken there. Perhaps this section we can use for the latest notes. This blue border that we see here is just for accessibility, but we'll see what we can do with that in future videos. So let's add a new one and see if there is any issues here. I can see some input boxes are not nicely done, and also the size is good, not good, and also there is some like white text on white background. So let's start from there. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Well, the screenshot won't work because of that terminal thing that we have discovered, but there is one way you can do it. Take a screenshot. It goes on your, there we go. I'm gonna just resize this so that I can have access to my folder structure on my desktop, and I can drag and drop it like this. So this approach works, but Control V doesn't work. There are a few issues in add dialog. The font color is white, and also the input boxes are not big enough. They're too tiny. So we'll let this run, and meanwhile try to do something. Let's see if there is any. Okay, there is at least HTML5 validation in there, and the source status priority, some notes. If I add it, probably it's added somewhere. I'm not sure what was the name of the lead that I have added. And I'm also not sure if this add is working because we don't have state management yet. And also it's just a JSON. So apparently it's just the UI that was implemented. So it's 9. There we go. It already implemented the comments that we were looking for. Apparently the speed of, it's still implementing something, but the speed of Claude Code is much better and much faster than Cursor. And I think this looks much cleaner and beautiful than before. So we're gonna add ASDF. Yeah, apparently nothing is added, so it's just like the UI, the mock. And then we will probably add, once the state management is done, then it should be able to add it there. All right, this was very fast, and we have just implemented task number 6 and 7. We're gonna add the next tasks as soon as we get to the next video. Then I would suggest then until the next video, we'll stop this video here. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.